Sheikh, we have seen that blockchain and cryptocurrency are making inroads in the financial sector, including Islamic finance. People are finding it quite difficult in understanding what is blockchain and how it makes a difference. I would like you to elaborate a little bit on this too.
Oh, sure. And blockchain is, again, another term which is considered a buzzword. Many people use the word blockchain. Many industries will use the word blockchain. Many firms use the word blockchain. But what does it actually mean? And how does it relate to a company or any organization which wants to use blockchain? What does it provide? And what is a blockchain? I think that's the pertinent question here. Because I'm sure everybody must have heard word or read that particular word. So blockchain, in its very simple, if you want to keep it very simple and something which is digestible for everybody, blockchain is simply a software. So our computers have software, right? The apps that you use, even on your phone, the apps that you use on your phone, any kind of program that you run on your computer. So whether it's Microsoft Word or whatever you're using that we use on a daily basis, these are software. The hardware stuff like the computer, the body of the computer, or you got external drive, or you have, a USB stick. These are the hardware. Blockchain is software, meaning it's something that runs in the back end. You don't really, you and I, if we're using the blockchain, it's very unlikely that we'll consciously see the blockchain or what's happening. It's something that runs in the back end, right? So think of blockchain as a computer program. It's a software. It's a set of, and what is a software? If we're saying blockchain is software, the question then arises, what is software? Software is simply a set of instructions, data or programs which are used to operate computers. That's what we mean by software. So it's just programs, protocols, data, which are running in the back end of a computer, and they are executing specific tasks. And so blockchain is simply that. It's some kind of software, you can think, and it's running in the back end, and it's helping something being performed and being executed. And that's really what blockchain simply is in its very simplistic form. So blockchains are not something physical. It's not something you can touch, but it's purely a software. They exist in strings of codes. And if you were to look at blockchain, you potentially would just see numbers. So somebody who's really like a tech developer, if they were to go in the back end and see blockchain, it wouldn't make sense to you and me, those who are not experts in tech. But for those who are experts in tech, it would make much more sense for them seeing the numbers and seeing the different coding. But it wouldn't make much sense to you and I and those people who are not really tech experts. So if we understand blockchain as a software, let us dive in deeper and answer what is not blockchain, right? Blockchain is not cryptocurrency. Make that, everybody needs to understand that. Cryptocurrencies run on blockchains, but they are not synonymous. Blockchain and cryptocurrencies are two separate things. Blockchain is software. Cryptocurrencies are what's transferred on that software, you could say. So blockchains are not cryptocurrency. That's number one. Number two, blockchain is not merely, you could say, like a programming language, like you have Java and all these different programming language, right? You have Python. It's not programming language per se. It's not just that. It's more than that. Okay. Neither is it a cryptographic, you could say, codification. Blockchain is not that either. Okay. Blockchain is not artificial intelligence. That's another whole area. So when we talk about AI, we talk about artificial intelligence. That's something different as well. And blockchain is neither, like you could say, a library or Python library or a data library. Blockchain is not that either. And these are where people usually stumble. People think blockchain is either some kind of coding library, or blockchain is some kind of AI technology, or blockchain is potentially some kind of cryptocurrency or some programming language. It's not that. So if we've negated what blockchain is not, the question is, what are the features and what is blockchain all about then? Blockchain being software, it's purely an online ledger. What does a ledger mean? A ledger traditionally means a book or documents which record information. So that's what blockchain is. Blockchain is a software, and it's a software which is a ledger, and a ledger records information. So blockchain is a means of recording information in a digital space. That's what blockchain is all about. So blockchain records data. It allows us to show certain statuses potentially. You can confirm certain things on a blockchain. You can show certain specifications, elements, characteristics on blockchain, because remember, we're recording data. So wherever data is recorded and data is required, blockchain can help in that space. So think about data, wherever data may be, whatever form of data, whether we want to show ownership, whether we want to show the status of something, whether we want to track something, because that's a form of data as well, or whether we want to show that this thing belongs to this person, or this person transacted with this person. All of this can be running on a blockchain, because blockchain is all about storing, recording data, and that's why we call it a ledger, right? So that's what blockchain really is. And so if we were to really understand and summarize on what we just mentioned, so blockchain is not cryptocurrency. Blockchain is not some kind of coding language. Blockchain is not something which you normally will see. Blockchain is a software. Blockchain is a record, and blockchain helps in recording data. And it has some amazing features which make this form of recording different to the traditional forms of recording. And that's really to summarize what blockchain is all about.
Islamic finance learning made simple and memorable.